Tony, that they call now Madonna. She used to be my son's friend, and they used to go to do exercise, running from 30th Street to 29th Street, running all over.
She would get me up in the morning and say, come on, get up, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. I always found her amazingly energetic.
And what amazed me is, like, we would hang out, and I was, you know, I was wild in my own way, but she never touched alcohol. She didn't smoke pot, cigarettes, nothing, you know, and she always was hot, like, on a natural high.
I got an apartment on the Upper East Side. Then I lived on the West Side in the 30s on 9th Avenue in a really, really seedy building, and I kept getting mistaken for a hooker. It's a terrible thing,
that. That used to happen many times later in Madonna's life.
Well, because I used to come out, you know, I was a dancer then. I used to come out with, like, my tights rolled up to my knees and my leotards, and I don't know, I wasn't wearing very much, but I wasn't trying, in those days, I wasn't trying to be provocative, if you can imagine. And then I ended up here at the Star Motel, which I'm going to show to you, okay?
What made you go up drumming?
Because I wanted to be in the front. Who wants to be hidden behind all those drums? This was where I moved when I left the music building. Now, it just looks like a regular kind of walk-up apartment, but it used to be the Star Motel, and there used to be a neon sign going down the side of the building. And I lived on the 3rd floor. And come on, you want to go up these steps? So this is where I lived, and the door's locked, so we can't really go up there. But if you can see these 2 doors over here, that's where the landlady left. That's where the landlady lived. And she was very nice. She was Spanish. She had a really cute son. And I remember I used to go down there for coffee sometimes, and they had those velvet paintings on the walls and candles lit everywhere and lots of saints and crosses and everything. Anyway, so I shared a bathroom with 2 fat Colombians, and then this old Irish drunk who had just been released from an insane asylum. And he would just be wailing all night long. It was quite scary, I have to say. And I used to have to come down and sort of shove bums out of the way to get out my door. And now, I mean, I haven't been back here in years, but they've changed locales, and so the new Star Motel is over there, but I think we should go check it out because I want you to see, like, the decor and kind of get the vibe, and I'm pretty sure it's similar, so let's go. So it used to be a motel, but now it's a hotel. Okay. Hi. Hi, thank you. Oh, thanks. Got it. Well, see, security's not very good around here. Now, this is a lot more modern than, I have to say, this is much more modern than it was.
Oh, this is a good one for you. Exactly what part of no don't you understand? Every part.
Wait, how about this?
No overnight visitors. No visitors after 6.
I stayed in the Star Motel for months, okay? Oh, do I just ring the doorbell? Oh. Oh, okay, thank you. So, hello. Anyway, just like the other one, there's like a bathroom on every floor. So let's go. You want to go to the top floor?
Let's go to the top floor.
Does it smell really bad in here? Oh, God.
I think it's pretty clean, to be honest.
No, there's a real, it's a like cat pee smell. All right. Make sure there's nobody in here, for God's sakes.
There we go.
All right. Oh, let's keep the soft light on.
Oh, they've still got your curtains.
Exactly. So this is pretty much the standard decor for the Star Motel. I mean, my room is a little bit bigger than this.
Now, your suitcases are this size nowadays, right?
My closets are bigger than this room. Yeah, I mean, look, cigarette holes in the bed, in the blanket. So, yeah, I lived here for a while, and I had horrible nightmares, and I could never sleep because there was so much noise, and I was so petrified. The doors I think, were really easy to break into.
Were you lonely?
And in fact, I was robbed once. Was I lonely?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you miss your family at first?
Oh, God, yes. I used to, oh, please, I used to cry and cry and cry and long for familiarity and
there was so
comfort.
You must have been in like a madhouse home because there must have been so many kids there.
Yeah, but at least it was clean and it was familiar.
And then just in this little room on your own.
Yeah. It's weird, but I just, basically, I had this thing that I just, you know, once I left, I couldn't go back. I was going to really let myself down. If I went back home, you know, I made that choice and I couldn't go back. And I couldn't ask my father for anything either. That was another
thing you had.
Yeah.
Right. How long did it take you when you were here to like make a huge group of friends?
A huge group of friends? I still don't have a huge group of friends.
I bet you did then.
Well, I'd say once I got a record deal and I moved to the Lower East Side and I started hanging out with that whole downtown art scene.
Right.
I mean, everybody. I mean, I had a huge group of friends, and Danceteria, I met so many friends, Debbie Mazar and Mara Paul, who, you know, went on to make all my jewelry back in the early days, made my boy toy belt buckle, you know, provided me with all the rubber bracelets, which, by the way, everyone was wearing at the time. I mean, everyone's got this thing in their head that, you know, I created this fashion statement, but in reality, I think everyone was dressing the way I was dressing. I just happened to be the one that got famous.
Yeah, we were talking about that kind of fearlessness you have when you don't really know what the risks are at the beginning, so which is such a plus.
You haven't got a clue, and you just charge forward, and suddenly you're hugely famous, and you've traded so many things away for that fame, and basically that's what the first song on my album's about.
I traded fame for love without a second thought. It all became a silly game. Some things cannot be bought.
But I didn't have any friends when I lived in the Star Motel. So it was very lonely. It was a very lonely time.
So where are we going to now? We're going to the deli.
Yeah, well, there's a deli downstairs, which they were very kind to me. They kind of, if I didn't have the cash, they'd give me food and then I could pay them, like, say, the end of the week. And that's where I budgeted out my meals every day, basically. I had a choice between salted peanuts and a can of, you know, like a container of yogurt, or I had a large bag of cheese popcorn and cranberry juice. It was very yummy, I have to say.
And I suppose, like all young people, you ate like once every 2 days anyway.
No, I ate every day. I was quite fond of eating, as you could tell by my Zoftic figure at the time. Don't call me chunky, Rupert.